Okay, so Joshua, start by telling us who you are and what you're going to be playing.
I'm Joshua Khan, and I'll be playing Cello Suite Number 1 by Bach.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Or just the first
Oh
one?
wait, sorry.
The prelude.
Yeah.
That's a long piece.
With a four finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Gotta have
Okay.
that.
Great. And for how long have you been playing this and guitar?
I've been playing this since November,
Mhm. Okay.
and then I've been playing classical guitar for 2 years.
For 2 years. Okay. Really good. Yeah, that's hard piece to be playing. Like, it's great progression. What I wanted to say is that you have really good right hand and also left. Both hands really good, especially right hand, I think. But left hand. Have you ever tried to play with the footstool? It's raised like
I
left.
haven't.
No, you can try because I think it. I mean, this in a way this is maybe better to some extent. I think it's healthier this position. How you play for the left hand because it's less kind of stressed like this. But then, yeah, you can try. Thank you. Yeah. So basically, it has some advantages, I guess, because it's more relaxed than we play like this. It's a bit less maybe relaxed than this. But then, similarly to what we were saying just earlier, that it's harder to reach, I think, especially if you have it so low. It's harder to reach here than you don't really have that much space. And maybe here it didn't need it that much, but later on you will need it in some other pieces probably. Here also you did have it, and you play more kind of with flat fingers, which also works, but then sometimes it won't work if you need to play something like this, let's say, and then not to cover. It's just easier. So I think it's good to try to play with something like this, and then you place it on the left leg, and then you have just kind of more space to play bases with. You can try. Have you ever tried?
I haven't.
No? Okay, let's try. And then you put it on the left hand. Yeah. And then you can put maybe more a bit more weight. Yeah. I mean, see how it works so that you can hold. And then you don't put your you place basically your forearm on the, not really your arm, but here. You have contact, yeah, and a bit more like that. In order to bring it closer, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Can you try to play like this? And now I know that you're not used to it. Does it feel weird?
A little bit, but it's not as weird as I thought it would be.
Okay. Let's try to, if it's not too much of a problem, let's try to do it like this. But I think it helps a lot of things. Okay, and in general, you have a really good sense of just phrasing. Also, what we were talking in the previous lesson, about not to accent the every beat. Not to do that, but and always the second part of the bar is lighter, which is really nice. In this music, in general, in box music, sometimes it's not always that it starts on the first beat. I mean, often, mostly it's not. Often it starts. It's not grouped 1, 2, 3, 4, but 2, 3, 4, 1. So to, ti, ta, 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 ta. So that it starts from here, finishes here. Okay, this is maybe not the best example, but here, for example, is really good example. It finishes here, and then it starts from the second. Same thing. It resolves here, and then so it finishes. You don't make that big break, but just to kind of know in your head when it finishes or not. Let's try from here, from number 5, from bar 5. To, if it's not a yeah, once again from here, or you also you can start earlier if it's easier. Really good. And here, so do. You see what you play like this. try to have lighter than 2, 3, 4. Not. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, once again. Very good. And you can, when you reach the first beat here, when you reach the first beat, you can, yeah. Once more. Same thing. Try to really think that you are reaching here, and this is the checkpoint. You just stop here, and then you can continue. Yeah. Don't try it from here, maybe. Or if it's easier, earlier, anywhere. 7 bar 7 or 6. Same thing as you did it in here, you can also put a bit more weight here because it's change of harmony and it's something new happening, so we want to really mark it, so stretch it out a bit and place a bit more this first beat on the 11 bar. You can start here or here, or, but somewhere before,
Okay.
so we can try that. Okay, really good. We are really, really musical. We have really good just intuition about for these things. But I wanted to say, in many different places, so I won't go maybe through all of them, but we can try to see some. You have fingerings which you do very well, because I mean they sound also good. If I don't look, I wouldn't tell most of the time. I couldn't tell that you are doing something really complicated. But you can just make your life easier and play it easier. Let's try it from 9 and I will tell you. Yeah, so for example here. Anyway, you can go straight away with 2. Yeah. Not having to jump with it. I can actually write some of these things. Let me just quickly. And what with the position of the hand, there was some example also here, but which you can do now better in this position, I think. Check. How do you play from here? Write it down. Fingers. Straight away second here, and then here try third. Yeah, you can really easily do all of these. So it's just close. So here I wanted to say you had. Can you play from here again? Always when you have to reach something like that, it's much easier to stretch, and I'm sure you can because you do it very well, than jump. So you don't want to. It's too complicated. You really want to stretch like this, but not like this. Try to bring again this part of the hand closer. Yeah, like that. Which you can do now much easier than this position, or it would be too far. Yeah. It's same thing. Not what? Yes. Really good. And 3, yeah, really good. This you can do, yeah. What? It's harder. Then if it's harder, that's a good reason to do 1-1. It's not too complicated. Okay. And then really nice. So we start. Yeah, really good. Yeah. Just continue. Really good. Here I wanted to tell you this could be. You play like this, right? You can keep the third string. Or it's a bit weird if you combine. I mean, it's not super weird, but you can then accent less this one. Let's try. You play like that, right? From here, 17, sorry. Yeah, no, of course. Like that. Okay. It sounds more full if you play it on the first string. Fifth, yeah. And then you have 3-1. The rest is the same as you had before. You played. How about you? Yeah. And then yes. Oops. And then it's better if you already have prepared. Now I'm complicating it even more. But so put all 3 fingers at once. Right. 1, 3, 4. Yeah. And yeah. It sounds more connected. Like this, it's too. Dot 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 dot. Like this is. I can write it down that. Yeah, 4 basically. It's already written, but. And then here I play 0, which is fine. Open string to 0. Okay. And this is 3 then, not 2. play with more sound, yeah. And here, when you have these scales, this sounds really, really good, but when you have scales, I think you can do more also connected, so that it doesn't sound. Try to think of some groups, please. Let's say. And inside of these groups, you will more connected. Yeah, already it's more connected. Just really try it. Yeah. Once again from here. So every time. Really good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need how to explain how you just do it really well. Okay. We have the open second string. You were good, yeah. It's good. But open. Yes. Try to play the last one of the group lighter again. Not, doesn't. Yes, really good. This is too complicated. And it's a weird arrangement, but. Try to just but without the whole chord. But not to play that, but to just the first string. I think it's a bit better. Yeah, and then you don't have to go back to the chord. But keep the chord. Yeah. And you don't have to rush here, of course. You have the whole 16 notes to slowly go down. And this is just a suggestion, you can play this, but even if you play the whole chord, stretch it out, take time really. Because this is kind of a cadenza, then you can continue here. Which is not pretty good, but okay, and then. Here, when you read this really helps this chord kind of feel this tension. Try to keep this at least until here. Yes. Try to keep at least the whole beat. Yes. And now you can. Always want to avoid this general rule. I can write these kind of some rules. You don't want to shift in small time, in short time, many times. This is how we do it. Here. You do this. Because what it does, it makes it sound ta 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 ta, and you want ta ra ta ta. So this is better, of course. Even if you shift here, this is already much better. And when you do these shifts, you can use this finger to go on the string and just tap it. Just for security. Or you can do that, yeah. I mean, you do it well. I was thinking. Yeah, just okay. Okay, let's do that. 4, 2, 1. Where was it? As it says. I think it's easier there. Or if you really want to stay here, you can do this. But you're still close. We can try that, but let's see. You play normally, yeah. You keep again 2. 2. That's probably more complicated. Yeah. This works very well, so keep this. But it's better for 2. Alright, some rules, let's say. Yeah? Okay. And then continue. And this is a good example of what I was saying about groups. This represents here, only the first. This belongs here. This belongs here. This is not right. So what you want is and here. Okay. And also what you can do is keep it a bit longer, a bit over this one. And stop just a bit, stop on this one, because just to kind of show that that there is a break here. And now it's a bit too much, but try to do it a bit less.
Oops.
Perfect. Once again that. Here, okay. I see. How did you play this? So I'll change because I think you'll do the change easily. Do you do this competition tomorrow?
Sorry?
Do you compete this? Do you do this competition tomorrow?
Yes.
You play this? Then try to, I know it's not easy, but try to play how you play. Try to forget about this, but try to apply this later. At least for the fingerings part, because it will just confuse you. So all on the first string.
Yep, so.
Try to just look here and just look at the numbers and yeah. And then you can it's open, right? played before, we can do 2, 3, 2. It's easier. And you see here, you don't have to move a bit that much. You can just bring the elbow here and then. It's already better. Yeah. And this works well. I think it's good to have like something like that generally, but on classical guitar, normally you want to have it here because sometimes you can't. I mean, I see that you shift to this very well, but it's sometimes hard to shift from this to this constantly, so it's good to have it constantly here, because that way you can reach anything, and you can play it like this. This is comfortable and it's kind of good, I guess, but not if you want to reach here, because you can't, and then, yeah, but okay. And try to connect better. Don't do. It's easier to shift here because here we have open strings. So you can do until the 4th fret, and you don't have to do. Yeah, it's easier because you have more time to switch to 1st and 3rd fret instead of 2. Yeah,
5 minutes, Lovro.
take it. One more. And this shift is really good. Here you start to go really quickly. I know it gets like, try to really think of it more, because you reach, you are going up and you reach finally this. Try to think of it of playing more loud and more open than rather than faster. Yeah, when you reach it. But here, I wanted to say also. The last one you can do the C-sharp one with 3/4, maybe it's easier, because what you do is, and then you shift, or if you do this, yeah,
That makes sense.
but wait, you do with 1, 2, this or 2, 3,
1, 2.
1, 2, okay, okay. Or you can just go all the way to the 7th fret with this, 8, 9 frets, right? But don't do this. First get the D, and then if you have 1, 2, right? You can also do that, yeah. Let's do that, yeah. Okay.
Wait.
You skipped one with the first one. You first have without the third finger. shift, tone shift, if you don't have to switch positions. So, for example, it was like, this was the example. Something like that it was. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So, especially not 2 times in a. Try to always think that you have one shift every now and then. If you shift, try to stay here at least for a few notes. So, for example, here shift. Like this, it's not stable. It's just it can also integrate this. To go really last moment. Take a bit more time, I think it sounds. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. Second thing is to mark some which I circle, I think mostly. Important not to go this through. To put a bit more weight. Really good. Okay. This also is a bit too complicated, try to be. Because anyway, you play this chord. You don't have to repeat it. If you keep it, yeah, I think it sounds a bit nicer. And then normally people put here a bit of kind of small fermata, meaning that you can stretch it here and then restart it. Do a small kind of break and listen to it. That it starts kind of, that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That it's 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Group like that often. But 1, 2, 3, 4, I mean, like in this case it's 16 notes, right? This is a good example. So, until here. So meaning that you can stop a bit on this and on this the top one that you reach. Finger, alright, left hand finger. Closer, always. Closer to the bass strings. Closer.
We should probably be wrapping this up.
Okay, take it. Strings. So that they are ready to play. Okay. that I think I guess these things already, if you think about them, it will help, because like that, if they're always here ready to play, you don't need to move too much whole hand, because from this position they can play here or there, and you can just be more still, which then results in music and a bit being more flowing. If you do sudden movements, it's always movement creates an accent, and then if there are too many accents, especially where it's not kind of, where the music doesn't imply it, then it's a bit it's stopping too much. But otherwise, and then yeah, the foot stool, I think it helps. If you don't have a foot stool, you can just play some anything, like put something somewhere.
He looks more relaxed already, just with the foot stool.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, and it helps you for the left hand mostly. Right
I'll
hand,
definitely try to get one then.
yeah. Or I'm saying until then, put anything until we